What's up, guys? I'm back for another video now. Today in this video, I'm just going to talk about my pick for Rookie of the Year. I think the two front runners are Evan Mobley and Cade Cunningham. I think that's pretty clear. And I just want to get into some of the advanced stats and just stats in general that kind of show which player has been better. And then also a little bit of film. Not too much. I'm not going to go overboard, obviously. And then after we go over both of those things, I'm going to discuss who I believe the better player is. So let's start off by just looking at the stats and the advanced stats. So before we get into the film, let's just look at some stats between Cade Cunningham and Evan Mobley. As you can see, Evan Mobley pretty much leads Cade in all of these statistical categories. You know, he has a higher field goal percentage, a higher efficiency field goal percentage, a higher true shooting percentage. He has a higher offensive rating, less turnovers. He has a higher offensive box plus minus, but it's only like a 0.2 difference. He's averaging more blocks, a way higher defensive box plus minus, a better defensive field goal percentage, a better defensive rating, a better net rating, and a better defensive Raptor. If you don't know what Raptor is, I'll put it up on the screen. It's that stat. It's a pretty good advanced stat. I really like using it when I'm evaluating players off advanced analytics and stats. I mean, I think you have an argument for which one's been the better scorer. Cade Cunningham is mainly like the first, second option on that Detroit Pistons team, and he's only averaging 3 more points than Evan Mobley, who's like not a main priority on the offensive side of the ball. And Evan Mobley's also been more efficient. It's really a toss-up on these stats who you think the better scorer is. I think I would lean Cade Cunningham being like a purely better scorer when he's at his best. But I think all around Evan Mobley has been like a more efficient scorer, if you know what I mean. Because if you look at just the games Cade has played, he's pretty inconsistent. Throughout this entire season, he's been kind of inconsistent. But when he's at his best, he's definitely better than Evan Mobley scoring-wise, and passing and playmaking-wise, he's also definitely better than Evan Mobley in those areas as well. The problem just comes down to consistency, and if he's shown enough, really, to win Rookie of the Year over Evan Mobley, it's really not close on defense. I mean, Evan Mobley's averaging more blocks, a higher defensive box plus minus, a higher defensive field goal percentage, a higher defensive rating, a higher defensive Raptor. Cade is a good perimeter defender, don't get me wrong. We'll get into that once we watch some film. But, I mean, Evan Mobley is just by far a better rim protector, and he can keep up decently enough on the perimeter. His defensive impact it's definitely better than Cade, so he definitely beats Cade on that side of the ball. Looking at these stats and applying context, it's really close, I would say. You know, because on one hand, Evan Mobley has been more consistent and more efficient scoring the ball. However, when Cade is at his best, he's definitely by far been just a better scorer than Evan Mobley. It's just, can he continue to stay consistent? And then playmaking and passing, that's clearly Cade Cunningham. You can't really measure playmaking and passing that well with stats and analytics, but I mean, when you get into the film, it's pretty clear that he's better than Evan Mobley at that. And then defense, it's Evan Mobley. So I would say, based off like just pure stats, you could say Evan Mobley is the Rookie of the Year. He deserves Rookie of the Year this season. So yeah, so far, I mean, it's definitely close. So let's just get into some of the film. So first thing, on this first little thing of film we watch, I just want to say I'm sorry. The quality for this section is going to be very shit. I don't know why, but just watching this game between the Pistons and the Mavericks and downloading it, the quality is so poor. Like, I don't know what happened to the quality. Just bear with me. I honestly think the quality shows up better for you guys than it does for me. Alright, without further ado, let's get into this. As you can see, they're playing man. Cade Cunningham is at the top of the 3-point line. Killian Hayes comes over to set a screen, but he doesn't actually set a screen, and Cade does a nice little between the legs crossover. He gets leverage over his defender, which causes, I think that's Dwight Powell, to come over for the help defense. But that doesn't matter. Cade goes up strong, bumps into Dwight Powell, creating contact, and he still scores the layup. That's something that he's been very good at. He's really impressed me, is just his ability to create contact. He's been very good at that since coming into the league. And, you know, he's not afraid of anyone when he's driving down in the paint, and he can score over basically anyone. Something that I've really noticed with Cade's game is his ball handle. Coming into the league, he averaged 4 turnovers in college, and he had sort of a loose ball handle that I was kind of worried about going into the NBA. But you can just clearly see on this play that he's got the ball very under control. He knows exactly where he's going and what to do with it. Nice little fake, gets the mid-range jumper. Just a good move all around. Again, right here, we get to see how good he is on the fast break and how good he is at creating contact. He's driving up full speed. Gets away with a little push off on Tim Hardaway Jr. right here, but I mean they don't ever call that in the NBA. But he just uses his strength to create open space. That's an easy finger roll right to the basket. Right here we get to see some of Cade's playmaking ability and his passing ability. It's an easy just pick and pop play. Saddiq Bey travels over to the 3-point line as soon as Cade is starting to move, and that causes both defenders to go towards him, leaving Saddiq Bey wide open. Cade knows this, gives it to him. That's an easy 3. On this play, you get to see just how good he is on the fast break again and his amazing court vision. He's running on the fast break. I mean, he's got 4 guys. All 5 guys are looking right at him, and he sees that he's got a man wide open right here. No one else is even looking at him. All the defenders are looking at Cade. He draws all 5 defenders' attention, and that's an amazing pass. He gets it right in between these 3 defenders, right past this defender right here. And that's just an easy layup at the buzzer. Great play. While Evan Mobley is just an amazing defender, that's not to take away from Cade Cunningham's defensive ability. As you can see, Luka Doncic has the ball, and Cade Cunningham is an off-ball defender. His man does not have the ball, obviously. And, he notices that Luka switches over to his left hand, and Cade can easily just come in and swipe at it, and he does, picks it up, and then gets an easy pass on the fast break again. That's a layup, just more of his all-around skill set. And then right here on the next play, now he's stepped up, man defense again, guarding Luka Doncic, and just look at the clamps. Look at the clamps. Luka does not get anywhere. He loses the ball. Cade Cunningham on the fast break, and that's an easy dunk. On this play, we get to see one of the more underrated aspects of Cade Cunningham's play, and that's his off-ball abilities. Right here, Saddiq Bey has the ball. The man guarding Cade Cunningham starts to drift towards Saddiq Bey to cause a double team. Cade Cunningham notices that his man is leaving him, so Cade starts to cut. This defender right here will notice Cade cutting and try to get over to him, but Cade is just too quick, and he'll blow right past him. Dwight Powell again will come over for the help defense, and Cade just finishes through the contact. Amazing layup, just more of his ability to finish through contact on display. Again, right here, man-to-man, he's guarding Luka Doncic. Not many rookies can do this type of perimeter defense this easily. Pickpocket, passes, easy fast break bucket. He's so good at that. Right on this play, it looks like the Mavericks switch to a 2-3 zone. And the best way to beat a 2-3 zone is just to get it to a player in between the gaps of the zone and just get easy buckets, and that will eat up a 2-3 zone all day. And Cade does exactly that. Blows past Luka. He gets in the middle of the court where all 5 defenders are facing him, and that allows Isaiah Stewart to get in between a gap. Cade passes it right in between the defenders. Great pass and just easy bucket. He's great at just causing those easy buckets for his teammates, and he's great at drawing defenders' attentions towards him and away from his teammates, causing his teammates to get open. And that just shows his playmaking ability fully on display. He's a great playmaker. He's arguably the best rookie playmaker I've seen since Trae Young and Luka's rookie seasons, unless there's someone else I'm forgetting. LaMelo was good as well, but I don't think LaMelo was as good as Cade is in his rookie season. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm forgetting someone. Anyways, that's besides the point. Let's move on. While the stats say he's a negative on the court for the offensive side of the ball, I don't believe that to be true. Plays like this really just show how much Cade impacts the game. I know the Pistons are down by like 21, but that's definitely not Cade's fault. He's really helping his teammates get open, and he's also creating for himself, and this play just shows that perfectly. Another pick and pop right here. Cade Cunningham draws the attention of both defenders towards him, and he notices that immediately, looks over at Isaiah Stewart for an easy 3. He's wide open, splash. So the film just kind of shows really how impactful Cade is for the Pistons. Advanced analytics don't really show that as well as the film does. Cade is clearly a great playmaker and a great passer, a great offensive player as well. It's just the problem of his scoring ability is inconsistent. That's the thing that's holding him back from being a great overall, like great offensive player is just consistency's holding him back. Perimeter defense, he's a great perimeter defender on the ball and off the ball. He's great at reading defenses as well, and he's just all around a great player, and he's going to be an elite player in the future. I can honestly see him becoming an elite player next season. Like, that's how good he is. He's super impactful for this team. We still have to get into Evan Mobley's film, but I think Cade is the better offensive player. Let's take a look at a pretty recent game of Evan Mobley's, and that's the play-in game against the Nets, which was literally, at the time I'm recording this, was like 2-3 days ago. We're just going to take a look at some film, obviously, so let's just dive right into it. Darius Garland has the ball on this play, and he draws all defenders, and the thing that I really like with Evan Mobley is off ball, he's really good at moving to spots where he has the best chance of creating a shot, and he catches the ball and instantly goes towards the hoop. Andre Drummond comes up, and he lacks strength, and if he were to post Andre Drummond up, he probably wouldn't do a very good job of moving him. And he knows this. He knows he still needs to build up strength. So instead of trying to just force his way through, he sets his feet, he hits him with a fake, Andre Drummond goes in the air, and that's just an easy dunk for Evan Mobley. Right here, the Cavs are playing man defense. As you can see, Evan Mobley's right here. He is currently guarding, I think that's Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown goes to set a screen on Kevin Durant. Evan Mobley starts to watch Kevin Durant, making sure if Kevin Durant drives, Evan Mobley will switch onto him. But he's also doing a good job of being aware of Bruce Brown's location at all times. So at first he goes to help, I think that's Caris LeVert with Kevin Durant, but then he notices Kevin Durant is going to pass to Bruce Brown. So he quickly recovers and he blocks Bruce Brown's shot, and it's just a great play by Evan Mobley. On the next play, you get to see more of just Evan Mobley's off-ball ability and his ability to find open spots where he can get an easy shot. I think Caris LeVert has the ball right here, and he's just going to drive right to the hoop. Evan Mobley's going to set a quick screen for Kevin Durant, and he's going to notice Caris LeVert draws both defenders. None of the other players are really paying attention, so Evan Mobley will just go down to that wide open spot right there. Caris LeVert will drive, drawing 3 defenders. Evan Mobley's still in that spot wide open. Caris LeVert lobs it off to him, and that's just an easy dunk. Here's just more proof of Evan Mobley being a great defender as a rookie. Not only is he a great rim protector, but he's also very good on the perimeter. Right here, man-to-man defense by the Cavs as well. Evan Mobley's guarding Bruce Brown. He knows Bruce Brown isn't the best shooter, so he's giving him a little bit of space. He wants Bruce Brown to drive. He knows Bruce Brown is going to drive. He's ready for it. Bruce Brown starts to drive, just like Evan Mobley predicted, and Evan Mobley will stick with him the entire time, forcing him to take an awful shot that's horrible. That's an awful shot. On this play, you get to see more of his ability to cut and play off the ball. Evan Mobley's back here. Darius Garland has the ball right here. He's going to stop at the three-point line. Evan Mobley's going to notice, the paint is pretty much wide open, so he's just going to cut. Kyrie switches over to him, and he knows this is a mismatch, and he knows he's also not a huge body. So what he's going to do, instead of charging right at Kyrie, he's just going to do a quick little spin move and get a nice dunk. That's a great move by a rookie. Just a great spin move to get the easy bucket. Evan Mobley does have a good ability on ball as well on offense. It's not as good as his off-ball ability just because he lacks that strength. But even against very strong opponents like Andre Drummond, he does take advantage of the fact that Andre Drummond can't really control himself on the perimeter. So Evan Mobley is going to have a nice quick first step to get enough speed past Andre Drummond. Andre Drummond is going to continue to try to push him this way, and Evan Mobley knows that Andre Drummond is slow and can't recover as well when guarding perimeter-like players. So Evan Mobley will hit him with a quick spin move. Andre Drummond does a decent job of recovering, and then Evan Mobley, he lacks strength, but he knows he's got size, and he knows he's got long arms, so he's just going to jump back and hit a fadeaway, and that's just a nice shot right there. Right here on this play, you can kind of see his lack of strength. Gets the ball right here, and right at this spot, right, he's going to try to post up Andre Drummond for a split second, and then he's going to go up for a hook shot. Now, he'll make the hook shot, and it's a good shot, but as you can see, if he was just a little bit stronger, he could probably get away with a little bit of a push to get Andre Drummond out of the way, to create a little bit more space for himself, to make this a less of a tough shot. It's still a pretty good shot. He gets the hook, and it is a foul. Again, right on this play, you just get to see more of Evan Mobley's off-ball ability. Right here is in the corner. He waits for Kevin Durant to move off of him. Kevin Durant goes for the help, and he just does a nice backdoor cut. Easy dunk again for Evan Mobley. All right, so to sum things up, pretty much, Evan Mobley does lack strength on the offensive side, and that does cause some turnovers. I didn't really show that much of it on the film, but if you just watch, you can see He tends to turn over the ball sometimes just because of his lack of strength. He struggles to control the ball sometimes in the paint, but he's definitely a great off-ball creator for himself. He's pretty good on ball. He's got great guard skills for his size. He's good at using his size, and he's very quick and speedy, which is good for someone that lacks the strength. Defensively, he's great at reading defenses. He's great on the perimeter. You can also play him in the paint as a rim protector, obviously, and he's great at that too. He'll be even better when he starts to build up that strength and muscle. It's going to be incredible. And then when you look at Cade Cunningham, obviously the advanced stats favor Evan Mobley, and Cade hasn't been that efficient, of course. I think that's his biggest knock on offense is the efficiency. But if you don't really care about the efficiency that much, you can see when he has an efficient game, he plays at an elite level. On ball, he's elite. Off ball, he's very good. I wouldn't say elite. He's a great passer and a great playmaker, as well as a great perimeter defender. All around, he's a good player for this Detroit Pistons team, and he's going to be great for years to come. But the thing with this award is it's a Rookie of the Year award. And I tend to think that the Rookie of the Year award should go to the rookie that played the best this season. Cade Cunningham, I would say, showed the most promise and showed the most potential going into their futures. And I think Cade Cunningham will end up being the better future player. But I think the Rookie of the Year should go to the best player that was a rookie this past season, and I'm going to have to go with Evan Mobley as my pick for Rookie of the Year. If Cade Cunningham wins it, that's great. He also deserves it. I could easily see the Rookie of the Year going to either of the two, and I would not be mad if it went to Cade. I would not be mad if it went to Evan Mobley. But the advanced stats favor Evan Mobley, not by much, but they favor him. And in the film, you can see he's great off ball. He's definitely a better defender. I think the only thing that Cade really has over him is he's a better scorer and a better playmaker and passer, but the scoring drops a little bit just because of his inefficiency. Evan Mobley obviously wasn't a great three-point shooter last year, but he also showed flashes just like Cade showed flashes of just being an efficient offensive player all around. But because Evan Mobley was a little bit more efficient, he was better off ball, I'd say, and he was clearly a better defender. He's my pick for Rookie of the Year. It's very close. I could see either argument. If you watch this video and think Cade Cunningham, I'm perfectly fine with that. You know, it's really hard for me to choose. In fact, tomorrow I might wake up and think, never mind, Cade Cunningham's the Rookie of the Year. That's how close it is between these two, I believe, and I'm totally fine with whichever one of the two wins it. If someone else besides these two wins it, something's wrong. Just something's wrong. But yeah, that's the end of this video, guys. If you did enjoy, don't really like, comment, subscribe, and peace.